Yeah, it's going now.
Okay. All right, so this is called a Hollander Beater, and it's named after the water wheels of Holland. So when in the Dutch age, if I stop, I'm just going to start again. Okay. So this is called the Hollander Beater, and the name comes from the water wheels in Holland, where they used to dry the flax in the fields, and the windmills. And you'll see why we call it that. This wheel right here is going to spin around when the machine is full of water and pulp. And what's going to happen is the blades on the wheel are going to break open the fibers of the pulp. And as the fibers break open, the more they break open, the weaker the fiber will become, but the stronger the paper will become. And the reason for that is eventually it'll break open the fiber and expose the cell wall. And once the cell wall is opened up, that's what will take the pigment. That's why the colors are light fast and they won't fade, because they're right into the nucleus of the cell. So if you're going to make pulp paintings like I am, you really have to have a Hollander Beater. You couldn't get that kind of response from a blender, because a blender, you can't open up the cell wall of a plant in a blender by using a blender. Sometimes I beat the pulp for as long as 20 hours if I want to make what we call overbeaten abaca. And that means that the abaca is so fine that it's almost like a syrup. And I'm going to be using some soon, so you'll see what I mean by that. So for safety, which you can see this could be very dangerous, the lid goes in here and it locks in place. And then you have to lock it. And then there's this guide here so the water and pulp don't spin out. And only then will I plug it in, because I'm very conscious about, any kind of accidents. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the beater with water, and when it gets to a certain height, we turn it on, and that will start it. It almost looks like a moat, going around a moat. You can zoom right in if you want. So the material I'm using right now is abaca and cotton. And the abaca is more the earthy color right here. And I'll explain where abaca comes from in a minute. And then the other material I'm using is cotton. The abaca comes to us from the Philippines, and the cotton comes from North Carolina, from the cotton plant. Okay, that's probably good, because what I can do is over